Right, there's the car in question, the new Fiesta. And what I thought I'd do is break the road test down into segments, so hopefully we'll cover all the bases. Well, behind the extremely pretty body, I'm sorry to report, there are one or two small problems. The back seats, for instance, do not fold flat, and other cars in this price range do have bigger boots. However, despite this, there is still room in the boot for a zebra's head. Pop the neck in first. There we are. So if you're sort of mafia game ranger, that goes very nicely. And then in the back seat, there's room for the traditional 2.2 children. I should say so. This new car may be the biggest Fiesta yet, but it's a whopping 40 kilograms lighter than the last model. That'll help at the pumps. There's even a 1.6-litre diesel model called the Econetic, which produces such a small amount of carbon dioxide you pay no road tax on it at all. I wouldn't bother with that particular model though, because it'll almost certainly be Ever since the Ford Focus came along in 1998 or whenever it was, all Fords have had a driving feel that you just don't get in other cars of the same size or price. And this is no different. Here, as I go through the Hammerhead, for example, I can feel that it has a sort of Volkswagen feel of solidity and a Lotus feel of sportiness. Rare to get that combination. The steering has a linear response, understeer well tamed, no tread shuffle. It feels fabulous. And if you go for the 1.6-litre TVCT engine that I have in this test car, it's pretty fast as well. Certainly it will easily do 70 miles an hour, which is what I'm doing now. And that's the maximum speed that you can go in Britain, so that's good. Is this thorough enough for you, Mr. Needham? I hope so, because I think it's going well. Hopefully not. Quite apart from the fact it's made by Germans, most of the equipment on this car has been fitted to other Fords for years, and we've heard no horror stories. If you are worried, there's an entry-level version which has no equipment on it at all, so there's nothing to go wrong. Do you want that one though, really, honestly, a basic model? Because I bet that's also Of course it's easy to park. It's got windows, it's got a steering wheel. Here we are. Next. This can happen. Oh, and it just has. Here we go. Good grip. I am now breaking the speed limit indoors. He's right on my tail. This is where front-wheel drive comes in. Down the palm tree. There we go. He's taken out plastic coffee. The baddie has made the classic baddie error. He's got too much power. I've got 120 horsepower in this. You don't want any more than that on marble. There's the handbrake. Does he have to hit absolutely everything? Steering steering is light, the turning circle is good. I was once chased through a shopping centre in Putney, actually, in southwest London, by baddies. I had an original Mini, and I must say that was very good. Just cut through British Home Store. Dab of the handbrake, and there we go. The Corvette is stuck in British Home Stores. Turning circle, not good enough. Getting away. Yeah, this is the room. 6,000 RPM. Come on. Instruments are superb. I mean, really sharp. Handbrake. The headlamps are brilliant. Excellent range on full beam. Look at him, look at him. Will he follow me if I go through here? Oh, he is doing. The upshot is that after half an hour, I got out of the shopping centre, and the vet didn't. Yes, very. Well, prices start at around £8,500, but you need £11,000 to get a decent mid-range model. So if you have £11,000 to spend on a car, then yes, you can. But if you've only got 40p, then no, you can't. Although it is quite large for a Super Mini, very large in fact, it still fits on the Marine's LCVP Mark V landing craft with room to spare. And now, if you'll forgive me, we are approaching the beach. The gunfire has started. Lads, do you want to mount up? That gunfire can be quite loud, can't it? You get that door shut. Barely hear it now. Hey, look at that! The smoke grenades fit perfectly in the cup holders. What about the glove boxes? How much ammo can you get in there?